my friend, video shout out to WOODKE. Thank you very much. I'm very, very excited to see us as a subscriber and as a member. I watched your video, awesome possum. I've got a couple little tips that might take you to the next level. You're doing a great job. Everything you've done thus far is wonderful. I don't see any crazy weird things that we need to correct on here. So keep going, keep having fun. The whole idea about it is what I try to do is implement three things. One, doing something as simple as this might seem weird in the beginning, but I'm plucking with one finger rather than my thumb. I'm plucking with my pointer finger and get rid of my thumb completely. Putting a first finger on the first fret of that G sharp, A sharp, and then B flat. So when we're doing this, the whole idea is I'm gonna move all these fingers while playing them individually. So each time I move, pluck, 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 move, pluck, 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 pluck. I have a mechanism that I've developed where my first finger, when I move to the new string, my pinky comes off, and then I move up each one while keeping my 2 and 3 finger there. These are great ways to get finger mobility so you don't feel so awkward playing the thing. Remember, when we do this, you can do that at the 2, 3, 4, 5. You can even move it up so it gets to 3. There's not one way to do this. There's not a right or a wrong way. Frankly, I don't do these where it goes up the fretboard, but a lot of people do. These are just called, what do people call them? Like caterpillars. I call them spiders. They're just finger mechanisms. So when we're doing something like this, the one I teach is to teach quadrants. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the first quadrant, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the next quadrant, having a finger that slides on both sides so you can cover every possibility of every different note, every different scale. And then when we're going up here, we would have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13 with that extension. So by doing that, no matter what you learn in one quadrant, it also is applicable to the next. Then the next thing that I would do besides just playing all these spider exercises is get really good at doing patterns. For 5 minutes, that's your warm up, and then try maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. These just become abstract patterns. If you can remember 4 notes in a row, why can't you remember 8? See how I'm not really moving my fingers away from here, but I'm concentrating on these 4 notes, putting them in different orders. Maybe like 1, 3, 2, 4. When you start playing patterns like this, they become recognizable, and you might not think about it this way, but your brain fills in the blanks and just does it for you. As far as the individual notes, it gets our hands stronger. Those are called spider exercises. The second thing that I would suggest is just a great foundation. Any chord that you have, play it 2 ways. So if you got your C, you can play this like this, like this, like this, like this. If you had an F, you could play it like this, or like this, or like that. And then once we figure out all the chord position chords like C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, or G7. And then C, we group those together in a family of chords called C major. Those are the diatonic chords. Associative. Open C for C major. 2nd fret, 2nd finger for the D. That's for D minor, which is just like an F major, but we put the D down. When we move this, I actually let my finger slide up here, and then I lay down 2 fingers. So the feeling between this to right here, that's a feeling that has been developed. D minor, E minor, D minor, E minor, never moving this finger. It's riding a rail like a skateboard or something. I don't skate, I don't know, but possibly. And then when we do our E minor, goes to our F major, G major, or a triangle shape. I'm sure you got this one in your bag. Well, try to play this with 2 different fingerings. In fact, all of these can be played with different fingerings. When you get a better feel for playing the same chords you already know how to play with different fingerings, you start to become more aware of where those chords are underneath the 5th fret, which is considered our first position chords. So after doing spider exercises every day for 5 minutes and then doing teeter-totters, this is what gives you perfect rhythm. I noticed a lot of downstrokes, which are wonderful and passionate because those are our quarter notes. And then your upstrokes, we're using the thumb, which is wonderful too. The basic way that I would say with any instrument, regardless of what it is play it really, really slow and then speed it up. So if we're doing something like, let's hold an odd chord. Let's play like a G sharp diminished 7. So we're gonna take our G major shape, move it back a half step, and then move every finger over a string, leaving the A open, and then put our pinky on the 2nd fret for that B note. This is a diminished chord. I'm choosing to call it like a G sharp diminished 7 there. When we play this one, when I'm playing the chord, I press down. When I am not playing the chord, I lift my fingers up so they're still touching the notes, but nothing comes through. This is what we call a finger mute. I use this for rhythm. So the first exercise for a rhythm thing is to be able to play downstroke for them, and then on the one, press down. And the rest of them, don't. You just ghost it. Rest, rest, rest. See how when we speed this up only with downstrokes, there will be a point unto which you're not able to do it anymore because you just fall apart. That's the point at which you start again and try different things. That's about as fast as I could go. So that's where I go up to and then slow it down. And then I go up to it again. Another paralyzer. And when you do this 5 minutes every day, what you realize is the things that you had trouble with the day before, they start to get a little easier every single day. So no matter if you're doing like, you would pick a rhythm, try that over and over and over again, trying it 5 minutes a day, doing it slow, and then speeding up till you get it to the final speed that you want. When working on time signatures, I'd say start with 4, then 2-2, then 3-4, then 6-4, then 6-8, and then jump outside of your simpler compounds into awkward compounds like 7-8, where you would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Notice how it's just quarter notes. But being able to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 7 is a weird time. So is 12-8, 9-8, 9-16. They're all kind of weird. We just work at one tempo at a time. I do hope that that idea for spiders exercises makes the fingers flow a little bit more. Let's combine that with a finger exercise and then we'll leave it on there. If we play our G and our C string and alternate back and forth, we are making a melody and we're gonna throw in a major chord. Here's our C major. When doing a walk-up, you can play your G and then your open C, G and then your D at the 2nd fret. You can either play your pinky at the 4th fret on that C string or play its perfect prime, which is just the string above. Perfect prime means it's the same note. And then after that, we would be going back and forth between the E and the G and playing the F and the G. Nice. And then we'd have our G and a G. These are perfect primes as well. They're both the same note. After that, we have A and G. Just like playing E open or playing E at the 4th fret, you can either play A open or you could go to the 5th fret on the E string, and that gives you the same note. They're also perfect primes. And then play your 2nd finger on your 2nd fret, and then do a half step to get your C. To be clear, all these notes are C to D as a whole step, D to E as a whole step or go open, E to F, first half step, F to G, whole step, G to A or open A, whole step, A to B, another whole step, and then our 2nd half step, as every scale has 2 of them. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step. Open, second finger, open, first finger, third finger, open, second, third. When we alternate with the open G, it gives us a really cool strumming pattern that we can incorporate to any song, which is in the key of C major. Hey. Aw, you're super cute. Anywho, I hope that touches base with something. If it did, thumbs up, put something cool. Thank you, Wookie. Aloha.